Hello, everyone. Welcome to Heart Center Tarot. As always, my name is Marina, and I will be your guide for this portion of the journey. So, welcome to Mondays with Marina. Imagine naming a day after myself. Okay, so I will be doing some readings for you guys, and I'll be using the StreamYard giveaway tool, and that's going to determine who gets a reading. So if you'd like to enter, and I'll mention this a few times, if you'd like to enter for a chance to win a reading, type in #green. And I'll tell you in a minute why I chose #green. So before we really get started, I have got to tell you guys about this fabulous, fabulous necklace and Otter Spirit bracelet. I got these the other day, and it's a set, and I was beyond thrilled, beyond thrilled. This particular one is the necklace, and the bracelet is the malachite set. And if you know anything about malachite, it's a dark stone. It does have some different color mixtures in it, but it's just a fabulous, fabulous stone. So, with of course, ordered it from Otter Spirit. And the message of malachite is, I embrace change. And I thought, what could be more fitting than right now we're facing all kinds of changes, all kinds of things that are coming at us. And we need to go through this process. We need to go through this spiritual process. So to embrace change means to be open to it, to be willing to take a chance in doing things a new way. So I thought, what could be more fitting than to introduce this set, to talk about the embrace the change, and to talk about the Otter Spirit. So if you, I'm trying to put it up here. Hold on, I have to find it first. There we go. If you go to otterspirit.com and use my link, okay, any purchase that you make on there, you're going to get 20% off. If your purchase is over $99 with the promo code, you're going to get 30% off. Okay, so we're all trying to watch our pennies. We're all trying to be careful where our money is going. So anytime that you can save anything is a good thing. That's number one. Number two, if you're like me, I like to sometimes think ahead, to think about what it is that I'm looking at birthdays, anniversaries, different things coming up. Well, if I can get someone who's interested and loves the Otter Spirit jewelry as much as I do, then I've pretty much set myself up for, I know exactly what to get them for a gift. So whenever you buy you can get the bracelets individually, or you can get them as a set. In this case, the malachite came with the necklace, but I also paired it with the moonstone and the jade because the colors were similar and they went together. So not only do I support Otter Spirit in terms of highlighting their product, I also support their cause, which is to the sea otters in Monterey Bay. They were almost extinct, due to overfishing and so on. And organizations like Otter Spirit, who donate $1 from every sale to the management and looking after the otters. What could be nicer, right? It's a way to give back. So please, please, I have included the link in the description of the video. So please go over to Otter Spirit, check out what they have. They make it so easy for you to decide what it is that you want. You can search by color. You can search by your zodiac sign. You can search by intention. Let's say you're looking for stones, and these are AAA and AA quality stones. So you're getting an excellent product. Let's say you want to be a little more creative. Well, look for stones that resonate with creativity, and wear those. And believe me, they work. Okay. So I will remind you, each bracelet or each item comes in its own little box. It's magnetized, so it stays in there. It also comes with a little pouch with the little symbol, the sea otter, on there. And I do recommend that you keep them in the pouch. That way you can keep them from rubbing up against each other, because it's an investment. It's an investment in your spiritual journey. You want to keep it as pristine as you possibly can. So there you go. That's what's happening with Otter Spirit, and I couldn't be happier to highlight this set. And I do have a couple others that I'll be highlighting probably over the next few weeks. But this one, I couldn't wait for this one. Okay. All right. So thank you for joining me. Thank you for being here. As I said, don't forget, if you'd like to get in for a chance to win a reading, type in #green. Okay. And we'll use the Fickle Finger of Fate to determine who gets a reading. I will tell you some rules on how I do things in my house, because it's my house. Okay, so if you're chosen as a winner, I'd like you to type in your question right away. So make sure that you have your question formulated beforehand. Okay. I want you to be specific, because if you say something, or if you write something like, what message does Spirit have for me? Because I've asked you to be specific and you didn't listen to me, I'm going to use the disappointing affirmation cards in that case. And you're going to get a disappointing affirmation card. So there. So be specific. No medical and no third-party questions, because I'm not a doctor. I don't play one on TV. Never even opened up a medical book, really. And third-party questions, I don't have permission to read on someone else's energy. So just so that we know. Yeah. And Sherry says, that's my next daily affirmation deck I'm going to use. Yes, absolutely. So thank you all of you for being here. Quickly, just going to say hello to artist Liz. I'm going to say hello to Jules Niner, Scully, Sherry, Voices from the Swamp, Jackie B readings. Thank you, Jackie B, for keeping an eye on the chat. You always do such a great job. Book, nice to see you here. And Book, it's #green. And Ellen, Sanity Claus, hello. MGG, Patrick Duncan, hello, Dr. Patrick. Who else is here? Charlene Dolmich, nice to see you here, Charlene. Mary Hernandez Walker. And who else is here? I don't want to miss anyone. Oh, Tapioca Thievery, hello, Karen. And And Kit Zen is here. Hello, Kit. And Janice Outdated, Joan Baker. Joan, I'm hanging in there, man. That's what I'm doing. I'm hanging in. And that's about all I'm going to say for it right now. And James Spear from Tampa, nice to see you here. And I hope I haven't missed anyone. I don't think that I have, but if I have, believe me. Oh, Judy Christensen, hello. Yeah, believe me, it's never anything personal. Michelle Krantz, Rebecca, TW, Diane Miller, uh, Gino. Okay, I think that as I said, if I Anya, hello Anya, Slugger Bully, hello. If I have missed you, believe me, it's never anything personal. It's my my eyes aren't as good as they used to be when I was younger, and I'm too vain to wear glasses. So there's that. Okay. All righty. So I hope the weather is nice where you are. It's, we still have snow on the ground here in Calgary, and they're calling for rain, which would be a fabulous combination when you got snow on the ground and rain on top. Sometimes it creates ice. What could go wrong? So yeah, there you go. There you go. All righty. Oh, I know what I need. I need something to write on so that I know who to call on. And all right, so we're going to do this. I'm going to do it in groups of 4. And hello, Cheryl and Acadian Proud. Hello. Yeah. And I will remind you guys to please, if you have had a reading with anyone else, and believe me, we know we watch each other's channels. If you've had a reading with anyone else in the last 48 hours, please don't enter. Allow someone else an opportunity to get a reading, and allow them to be excited and to kind of get into what it is that we do, right? Okay, so let me put this up on the stage. Hello, Fallon. So that we can see who the first 4 are going to be. And are we ready? Are we ready? So the first starting us off is Rebecca. Please post your question in right away in all and be specific. And after Rebecca, we've got Karen, Tapioca Thievery. Wonderful. Get your question in, hon. And after Karen, we have Joan Baker. Joan Baker, get your question in, hon. And last on the list for this round is J Cat Lady. All righty. Fabulous. So, Rebecca, Tapioca Theory, gotcha. And by the way, you guys, I do have Dawn, who is backstage keeping an eye on things and is going to be helping me out with this. So make sure you say hello to Dawn. And I'm checking back. I'm checking back. Okay. So, Rebecca, Tapioca Thievery, Joan Baker, and J Cat Lady. And so far, I think that only, oh, Joan, I got yours. Uh, Tapioca Thievery is in there. Okay. And last call. Last call for Rebecca Liat and J Cat Lady. Last call. Okie dokie. All right. So we'll pick what? Sorry, set that to the stage. We'll pick two more. So J Cat Lady and Rebecca are out. And J Cat Lady, if you're there, please type in your question in all caps right away. And be specific. Okay. And oh my gosh, not her, not her. No, we'll draw again. But I'm glad it's out of uh, the loop or whatever it is. So there. And Jackie B. And Jackie B. Put your question in. Okay. Okay, J Cat Lady, don't worry about cabs. Just please get your question in. And I'm starting. Okay. So we've got Tapioca Thievery. Let me move this away. And Karen says, any career news for me in April? Yeah. And look, how are you? I'm so glad you're here with us. That is fabulous. Yeah. Okay, Karen. Any news? Okay, for April. Mm. Oh, Jackie. Okay, thank you. I will do that. All right. So, Karen, what I got is there's some challenges ahead. So it may take a little longer than maybe April. That's okay. I also got not as expected. So there could be some surprises or things that come up that may make you review things or look at things differently. Um, and then boundaries challenged. You know what? It. I'm going to pull one more, but I think, yeah, treat yourself. Okay, I think that the boundaries challenged. I think that there might be something that comes in, an offer that might come in, and they're going to try to lowball you. So if you're don't be too quick to just accept the first thing that comes in, because it feels like they are going to lowball you. And if that's the case, you can tell them that, oh wow, it's really unfortunate. This would have been such a fabulous opportunity for both of us, but okay, yeah. Thank you for the interview. I had so much fun. But yeah, don't let them lowball you. So yeah, that's what I got for you, Karen. Okay, and Joan Baker says, for you to see my trip Do you see my trip to Orlando going smoothly? Let's see. I don't see anything. Yes, Karen. Yeah, be patient. Be patient. As someone I know used to say, patience, patience. If I wanted patience, I'd have been a doctor. Yeah. Okay. So, Joan, I think your trip is going to be fine. I get lack of motivation, relief and answers. Oh, and healing recovery. Okay. Um, I think that you are a little concerned about the trip coming up and how are things going to go, and so um, you're not really looking forward to the trip as much as you normally would. So this is just reminding you, um, that life isn't going to end, right? That we just have to keep showing up every day. Once you're on the trip, it you're going to be relieved. It is going to feel a whole lot better, and there will be a good deal of healing that'll come with it. I think if you're traveling with family or going to see family, I think there's going to be opportunities to. It feels like mending some fences. So, I hope that's the case. All right, there you go, Joan. And okay. Um, J Cat Lady, I'm not going to take that question. And I'll tell you why. I'm very specific in the things that I will read on, and I did say specifically no medical questions, no third party questions. So I'm not a doctor. Um, yeah, maybe. Oh gosh, what's the word I'm looking for? No, no, I cannot read on that. Okay. So for those of you that just joined, if you want to get in for a reading, please type and listen to me. Listen to me. Type in #green. If you are a winner, type your question in right away. And type it in all caps. It gets my attention. No medical questions, no third party questions. What's a third party question? That would be like, will my son get the job he applied for? Will my husband do such and such? I don't have their permission to read on them. And please, please never, ever take medical or legal advice from a tarot reader. That's that's not our forte. That's not what we do. Just like I wouldn't go see my dentist and say, "Hey, can you tell me about my future over the next couple months?" So there. Okay. All right. So we will let me put this back up on here. And Jackie said, "Don't worry about her reading." So we'll take that out. And let's pick 4 more. Okay. And, and Acadian Proud. Hey, Eileen. So get your question in, hon, and be specific. Be specific. Okay. And after Eileen, we've got Gary for Graces. Gary, I just read for you on another channel less than an hour ago. So I'm going to skip this and we'll pick someone else. And Jean O. 102. Oh, love that kitty. What a good looking kitty. Okay. And after Jean, we've got Jules Niner. Jules, post your question. And and after Jules, we have artist Liz. Alrighty. So Jules Niner is here. Get your question in. Jean. Okay, got that. Okay. Got you, Katie and Proud. And dearest Marina, I'm actually on the floor waiting my son who will be here in an hour and a half. I'm not. You're on the floor? Oh my God, Bug. Oh, jeez. Yeah, Buck, you want to call him and say you need to get home now. Okay? I'm sorry. Yeah, Mama fell. Oh, hon. I hope you didn't hurt anything. Okay. Okay. Liz says I can skip her. Fine. Okay. So Jules Niner, gotcha. And Liz says we'll skip her, so we will. And who will we add? And Anya. Excellent. Anya. Type your question in, my friend, and make sure you're specific. Oh, I did not mean to do that, but that's okay. We'll add one more to the list. And Sanity Claus. Okay. So we've got Anya and Sanity Claus in there. Oh, Anya is in there. So Sanity Claus and gotcha. All right. So we're no. Sorry. Take that out. Okay. And we're starting with Acadian Proud, who says, what do you, my work is like for the next 3 months? Okay. What does your work look like for the next 3 months? Okay. Welcome, Joan. Okay, look, improved situation. So whatever is going on, it's going to get better. Whoops. Thoughts and strategy. And unexpected surprise. Okay, so I think it feels like there's something new that is coming in where things get a little better, and you're you might have to give some thought to to how you want to approach that the next few months, I think that there might be an opportunity to make some changes. And so there could be some unexpected surprises that come in, whether that's an offer for a different department, an offer for a different location, or something. But it certainly feels like it's something that is that a little better than what you're expecting or what you're anticipating, and it could be an unexpected surprise. Um, yeah. Um, Sorry, I just noticed Gary for Grace. I did pick you up, and I said I'm unfortunately I'm not going to read that question for you. A, it has to do with health, and I don't do health. And B, you just had a reading from me like an hour and a half ago. So I generally ask my folks, if you've had a reading with anyone in the last 48 hours, to give someone else a chance. So please stay with us. Enjoy everyone else's readings. You never know what might come up for you, but I won't be taking that question. Okay. So I hope, Eileen, that works for you. And then we have Jean. Gino, we never did get anything from Gino. Okay. Oh, yeah, we did. There we go. It says, my name is Jean. Can you tell me what my life path looks like as a teacher healer? I'm 74 years old and feel like I have so much more to give. Well, you probably do. You probably do. So, teacher and healer. Okay. Jean, I hope that you have been writing things down, because I get the impression that you should be writing things down, whether that's ways to do things, whether that's some of your healing techniques or some of your recipes or whatnot. I feel like you need to be writing it down. Hello, Kelly, the mystic next door. Nice to see you. Okay. So I get innovative idea, which is something new, something exciting, just a different way to look at things. Okay. Time to reflect. And what do you do when you're writing a book or something? You reflect. And okay, strength is needed. I think that you, Jean, you have a story to tell. And I think that is something that you're being drawn to kind of immortalize it, if you will. So if you can, start writing things down. You don't need to necessarily have a whole book in mind. You just start writing. It will grow naturally. It will take you exactly where you need to go. But I have a feeling that your strength is needed. You might go through some memories that are going to be a little challenging, but persevere, go with them. And write things down, so that getting a strong pull towards writing it, whether or not it's published. It may very well be, but I think this is an exercise for you to give, not only to give to others, but to give to yourself, and to heal others as well as heal yourself. So I hope that that is helpful. Jean, okay. And then we have Jules, who says, waiting for a job offer. How does this look? We could be moving to San Antonio, Texas. I like San Antonio. I like Riverwalk. That was fabulous. Now, mind you, it's been a few years. I won't tell you how many, but it's been a few. So I'm sure that things have changed, but oh, yeah, it was just lovely. Okay, how does the job look? Well, actually, I'm going to ask if you'll be moving. How's that? Was it in? Could have been. Could have been. Okay. Oh, I get calm, calm, peaceful, clear mind. Increased intuition. Support system. You know what? Think I think that what I'm going to answer your question with a question. What does your intuition tell you? Because I think that this is you've thought about this, you visualized this, you can see yourself there, and I think that you're going to enjoy being in that atmosphere, right? Not only that, but you're going to get a good deal of support when you get there. Legal approval. Yeah. I think stay calm, stay peaceful, clear in mind. That's your intention. That's what you want to do. And yeah, follow your intuition. If your intuition is telling you that, yeah, we're just going through the legal paperwork, and that's good. You want to have legal paperwork. You want to be able to protect yourself, right? You don't want to make a move to a new place and get settled and have the company pull out the rug out from under you, saying, "Oh yeah, you know what? It's not going to work out." Well, I mean, they could still do that, but as long as you have a contract, you could say, "Well, that's okay, no problem. We'll be waiting for the $45,000 check so that we can move back." There, okay. So yeah, follow your intuition. I think it's going to work out really well. Okay. And then we have Anya, who says, if I was to create some small paintings, would they sell well in local shops? I don't. I will pull some cards for you, my dear, but I think that they will. I think that absolutely they will. Yeah. Hi, Leah. Whoops. Okay. This card popped out, overworked and unappreciated. So, you know what? If, oh, Leah, you took the words out of my mouth that I was just going to say that. Don't paint because you see it as revenue. Paint because it brings you joy. Paint what you think makes you happy. Paint in a way that you enjoy, and you'll see it will translate to everyone that views your paintings is going to be able to see that. Okay, so let's see, what did the card say? Abundance and prosperity. Okay, I'm not really going to draw anymore. Like, yes, absolutely. Paint from your heart. Paint what makes you happy. If that happens to be sunflowers, individual sunflowers on, 8 by 10 canvas, then that's what you do. Um, if it's 1,000 little sunflowers, that's what you do. And you'll see that, yeah, in small, small paintings go quickly in local shops because everyone can imagine where they would put a small painting. When you're as an artist, when you're conceiving a work and you make it big, you're painting it because that's your creativity, that's what's coming out. Someone else has to look at that and think, oh, okay, that's a big painting, where am I going to put that? Well, I can put it on this wall, but I have to take this down. So that it will make small paintings. You can always find a spot for a small painting. So absolutely, absolutely, sweetheart. You go ahead and do that. And then tell me how well it worked out. Yeah, they definitely sell. Okay. And so Ellen wants to know, will her move go smoothly? Okay, so that tells me you have made a decision. You have found a place. Will the move go smoothly? Let's see. Release and let go. Okay. Don't look for problems to worry about, right? It goes in your favor, and relief and answers. I think that the move itself is it is going to go smoothly. You're you've pretty much got everything worked out on what you're going to do. So enjoy the process. Um, don't look for things to worry about. Right? Of course it'll go smooth. You've got a lot of things that you know what you're going to do with. There's a couple things that you've got a few boxes that you're not exactly sure. You can decide what to do with them now. You can decide what to do with them the day that you have to move out. Um, double check double check the things that you're packing as they are going into whether it's your vehicle or the moving van, the moving truck, or whatnot. Make sure that boxes are marked. And as a matter of fact, okay, what I'm being told is if you can, number each box and put a description of some main thing that is in, uh, box number 1, bathroom, bath towels, that kind of stuff. Because I think that one of the boxes could be mislaid, and you want to be able to know immediately what box it is and what's in it. And then once you're able to identify it, I think it is returned to you. Without that information, it could be lost. You know what I mean? Lost. So yeah, do that as much as you can. So there you go, Ellen. I hope that helps. I hope that helps. Okay. Yeah. Uh, let me see. Oh, okay. All right. All right. You're welcome, Ellen. Okay. Let's do. I think we probably have time for 4 more. Okay. Let's do 4 more. So remember, if your name is drawn, type your question in right away in all caps, and be specific. Okay, Diane Miller. Well done, Diane. And after Diane Miller, we have Mary Hernandez. And after Mary, we have who's next? Who's next? Kit. Kit's in. All right, Kit. Get your question in. Be specific. And last but not least on this list is Michelle Krantz. Michelle. All right. There we go. So I'll take that off. So we've got Diane Miller, Mary Hernandez Walker, Kit Zinn, and Michelle Krantz. Okay. There's Mary's question. And the rest of you, get it in. So that's Diane Miller, Kit Zinn, Michelle Krantz. Hi, Debbie. Okay. Wow. Lovely. All right. So Kit and Michelle Krantz, last call. Last call. Okay, then. Picking two more. And Leah. Leah Omega. All right, Leah, get your question in right away and be specific. And next is Patrick. Dr. Patrick. All right. Oh, all right. Michelle, I called on you 3 times. Get your question in quickly. Make it specific. And Leah Omega and Patrick Duncan. Okay, Leah, and thank you, Patrick. Okay. Well, we are going to start off with here we go. Mary Hernandez Walker, who says, will I be meeting my grandson anytime soon? Oh, uh-huh. Yes. Oh, you can't see with that other thing in the way, can you? Yeah, I get goes in your favor. So yeah, I think that you will um okay, protect your energy. And this is completing a cycle. Um your Yes, you will be meeting your grandson. I want you to be very careful about the other people that are coming in with your grandson, and um, protect your energy. Don't. I'm feeling like this. Someone is going to ask you for a favor, Mary, and I think that you need to say no. So if meeting or seeing your grandson is going to be contingent upon you agreeing to do someone a favor, um, then I think that maybe put it off for a while. And I think this kind of feels like someone is being a little manipulative. So yes, you want to see the child, but you don't want the child being used as a pawn, and you don't want to be used as a pawn. So yeah, be protect yourself, be willing to stand your ground. And then I think that yes, yeah, once they know you're not playing, I think that yeah, you'll be meeting him. So I hope that that is helpful. All right. And then Diane Miller says, my friend Lisa passed away this morning, and I just want her to know how much I cared about her and how she bravely faced her final illness. Oh, Diane, I'm sure she knows. I'm sure she knows. As a matter of fact, hold on. I'm gonna go to the connections cards, but I think she knows, and she that the last couple days she was more on the other side than on this side, and yeah. So, whoops. What popped out was home, security, and safety. So yeah, she's home. She's home. She's very still going through a little bit of confusion in terms of what um, kind of what happened, because we're when we transition, it's kind of like we're here but then we're gone. So she's still getting used to things on the other side, getting used to the lightness and everything else that goes with it. But yes, she definitely does know. Yeah, feminine presence. She's feeling your love. She's feeling your friendship, and I think she's grateful for that. And she's saying thank you for the blanket. Um, I don't know whether you put a blanket on her or you made a blanket for her, but she's saying thank you for the blanket, whatever that means. I'm sure it'll mean it'll mean more to you um, than to me. Yeah, and she always was very resilient. She always saw the um, the the glass is half full. You know, I know what it means. Good, good. Yeah, you're more than welcome. All right. I hope that that brings you some peace. Yes. And Kidzin says, what new horizons open as I approach 80? Okay. Well, I think, Kit, that there's there's no there's no limitations. It feels like no limitations. Uh, career advance. So whatever it is that you're working on right now, whether it's a hobby or something, I know you're retired, um, but there's something coming up that is going to it's going to require a little bit of work on your part. So you're not quite finished working, and you're making progress. Even though it doesn't feel like you're making progress, you certainly are. Things are moving in the right direction. Maybe not as quickly as you would like them to, but they certainly are. And unexpected surprise. So I think that something is going to come in that is just kind of going to light a fire under you, and it's going to get you excited about waking up in the morning. So I hope that that is helpful. Okay. And then we have, okay. And Leia Omega says, may I please ask for an outlook regarding the summer job? Will it turn into more? Summer job. Okay. Well, I had you need balance popped out as I was shuffling. So, uh, yeah, don't put too much reliance. Like it would be nice if this was to lead to something full time, but don't rely on it. Right, your summer jobs are going to they give you an opportunity to pick up some experience, to pick up some extra cash, but they also give you an opportunity to see what's out there and to be applying for jobs. Um, Thoughts and strategy. You're going to need to come up with a plan in terms of you know you want to be putting out so many resumes. You want to highlight the things that the new experiences and whatnot that you're picking up. And then I got truth revealed. It's entirely possible that this summer job is going to it's going to help you define and refine what it is that you want to do. So if this is in an industry that you're hoping to make a career out of, it's either going to confirm for you that yes, that's what you want to do, or it's going to be, whoa, this is nothing like what they told me in class was going to happen. So I think that it'll be a good work experience. Um, but just keep your options open and keep applying for other things that spark your interest, and be open to new things. Be open to being able to change your mind. Right? There's nothing wrong with changing your mind. So I hope that resonates with you. Okay. And Michelle Krantz says, will my phone interview for a job go good tomorrow? Will the phone How will the phone interview go? You're welcome, Leah. How will the phone interview go for Michelle? Phone interview go for Michelle. Okay. Breakthrough progress. Be brave and deal with it. And truth revealed for you as well. And I did shuffle those cards. Okay. I think that the interview itself is going to go fairly well. However, the person doing the interviewing, they're you're going to pick up some of their vibes, and they're not going to be that great. It's there's something is going to come up in the interview to give you the impression that this is a process that they're going through, but they already have someone in mind. And if the person doing the interview is a guy, he's got attitude plus. And I don't think it doesn't feel like that is someone that you would want to work with anyway. I think you'd butt heads with them. But it's very what's the word? Not an aggressive personality, but just kind of very smug. And just a tad better than you are. Yeah. So I think that you might have to walk away from this interview, and even though you may do well in the interview, if it doesn't feel right, then don't go to the next step. Just say, well, yeah, thank you very much for your time. This was really interesting, and so on. But yeah, just be willing to walk away from it, because if this is the person that you would be working with, it's not going to end well. So, but you'll do good on the interview. So there you go. I hope, Michelle, that was helpful. But I think there's bigger and better things for you than this energy. This feels like the kind of energy that you want to smack upside the head, just for the pleasure of smacking it upside the head. So there you go. All right. Well, there we are. We are just past the 1 hour mark. So thank you for being here with me. Thank you for sharing and all that good stuff. And yeah, I will be back on in 55 minutes back on my channel, and Allie is going to join me for our Letting Spirit Drive show. And we never know what we're going to talk about, but Spirit always takes the wheel, and we always go on a lovely little journey. So make sure that you're that you join us on that show. So thank you. Oh, she's a lady. The interview with the HR person, and she's a lady. Okay. Well, then you might do well. You probably do well on the interview, but find out who you be working for, and yeah, and see if you can interview with the guy that you'd be working for, and if he has that personality. Whew, yeah. Thanks. Bye. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in about an hour. Take care. Bye for now.